He puts Mickey Krause back in. You know, in some tournaments over the years, people have put a 9-ball event on and got rid of the push out, Michael. That's complete nonsense, though. Don't get rid of the push out, it's a great rule. Krause played a clever shot there. He played rail first. And when you do that type of shot, the 1 ball always comes back into that centre of the table. And then the cue ball runs back down the bottom. So he's just playing a distance. Sort of containing safety.
The thing with the push out, of course, it's a limited number of balls, a small playing area. There are only so many different variations you can have in the game. The push out just brings a bit more variety to it, and that's got to be a good thing.
He'll be playing safe here, Will Woodward.
Foul stroke.
Oh, that's not a good one, is it?
Ball in hand.
Way too fat there. What I mean by that is it the 1 ball too thick? He wanted to hit it thinner.
Yeah, you could tell as soon as he made contact with the one that the cue ball was heading where it ended up. Yep, we'll be talking about that. And he can make a huge difference to it today. 9,500 points for getting to the semi-finals. If you win, it's 30,000. So he's got this big opportunity now to massively increase his haul and put himself on the brink of being in the team for the first time.
Yeah, and the previous shot was all about lack of play on this table, and it's only rack 1. Doesn't want to be straight on the 8, otherwise he's asking a lot positional-wise. I think he's got a bit of an angle. May have to put a big power stroke on this and go forward off 2 rails. Well, he's aiming low. Yeah, so he's dead straight. He's drawing it with left. Could go wrong. Could leave a 50-yarder. No, he's okay. He's come past that line. And that's not bad. This is the type of shot that comes up a lot in 9-ball. The 9 stays in that racking area. How many times do we see this type of shot, Michael?
No problem at all then for Mickey Krause. He got ball in hand and very efficiently carved out the opening rack.
Drawing. Strange shot selection here. I always thought you'd go forward off the bottom rail, then into him. He can't catch a roll at the minute. Well, the referee, yeah, you can see he is on this one.
Foul. That goes forward, so it has to be a foul.
There's no way, but that's fine.
Well, let's check again.
You're the ref, that's all.
We're gonna check it. We're gonna check that.
Yeah, it's always a bit of a
Can we
funny
have a
one,
replay
this.
for that, please? What is the elbow in there?
I'll tell you what the issue you've got here, Michael. You can't physically see if it's a foul. You're supposed to be able to see if it's a foul. The cue ball has to go forward.
Skyler, to me, that ball runs forward, so it has to be a double hit.
Yeah, I mean,
Foul stroke.
it sort of is a double hit, but
Ball in hand.
it's a strange one. I don't know.
Please start the clock.
Social media will be blowing up in the next 5 minutes. I know that much.
Good thing I'll say there, at least that was handled decisively and a decision was made. We had the incident at the UK Open a couple of years ago in the semi-final. Shane Van Boening had a disputed call. That was with Marcel Eckhart as well, and it just seemed to drag on, and they were going over and back looking at it again and again. This time, a decision's been made quickly, and it could be a big one because off the back of it, Mickey Krause has been let on, and instead of getting level, Skyler Woodward finds himself 2-0 down.
Leading 2-0.
Yeah, ideally, Woodward gets opportunity in rack 3. He wins the rack and it's all forgot about. Worst case scenario is Krause runs a 4-pack, but he won't be running a 4-pack.
Ball in hand.
There you go, ball in hand again.
So are you saying that, as far as you understand it, unless he physically sees the double hit, he shouldn't call a foul?
Please start the clock.
Whereas I think the argument Marcel is making is that for the balls to have moved the way they did, it had to be a foul. So he's taking that as having seen it. Is that the grey area you're talking about?
Yeah, listen, Marcel's not wrong. He knows the rules. It's in the rules. So I'm never going to dispute against that call. But I sort of know what Skyler Woodward's saying. He's overdone it. Yeah, so rack 3 now is really turning into a crucial one. Really pull that big target just to bank that 7 ball back up and keep the heat on Woodward. That's what Krause has to do. He knows Woodward's having a bit of a breakdown at the minute. You don't just want to hand the rack on a plate. You want to make him work for it.
Should take it from here. Yeah, the 7 that he missed, sort of shot you don't want to have when you're feeling a bit tetchy and edgy, which, as you say, I'm sure he is after the events of the previous rack. But it's not going to cost him in the end. Well, all of the first 3 racks really could have gone either way. Oh! And instead of winning all of the first 3, as he might have done, Skyler Woodward is going to end up losing all 3. What is going on in his head at the moment? All sorts of thoughts. Circumstances.
Well, what's he eyeing up here? Ooh, good effort. Bit further left, this should have been a hanger. He's got to really get the cue ball stopping quick. This could fly off. He's missed the ball. That is because, Michael, his cue ball was too wide. He just wanted another couple of cue balls to the left. Oh, he's really going through at the minute. The poor kid. You got a feel for him.
Jeremy was talking the other day about the idea of caddies in pool. He wasn't seriously suggesting it. He was just saying, what would it be like if you had someone in your corner who was talking you through it all? Well, this would be a prime example of where Skyler Woodward could really use one right now.
Well, Fedor Ghost has got one pretty much.
Yeah, well, there's nothing against anyone talking to you.
No, listen, I think at some point, as the tour grows and more dollars are up for grabs, I think players are going to start to need it, because I know people watch, you know, amateur pool players who obviously don't play as good as the pros. A lot of people think the game of 9-ball's easy because they're fooled, because maybe they've watched a bit of snooker or maybe English 8-ball, Chinese 8-ball, whatever. Because the pockets are a bit more generous, people just think it's easy. Believe me, come and play. It is not easy.
Mickey Krause.
Well, Mickey Krause is really being handed these racks at the moment, but he's doing his part of the bargain.
Extension called.
Is he having a go at the bank? Oh, this is clever. What a shot he's played there. A little stun run through the sneak in behind the green 6. Here's another look. Watch the cue ball here. Wow. He's not letting up. Fair enough, Skyler Woodward will not miss the kick shot. but he's kicking it safe. Oh, okay, he can get through to this rail. I thought this rail was cut. He might miss this because he's got to play it with loads of right. He's trying to pot it. Good effort.
Yeah, perhaps lured into attempting the pot by the knowledge that that 3-9 combination is sitting there so invitingly. But now it looks as though it's going to be Krause who gets the opportunity to shoot at us.
On the rail, full table, and when you look at the overhead, he's got to actually make this. He's not guaranteed. It's not easy.
It's for 6-0. Well, early on, he was having things handed to him a bit, but now he's actually starting to play very nicely. And Mickey Krause is past the halfway mark. He leads 6-0. Surely not. Oh, Skyler Woodward's mindset just dipped a little further.
Yeah, Skyler knows this is brutal. Yeah, he's missed it by a mile. So even though he fluked the green 6, it wasn't like he was in a great position.
There's a long way out with the 6 as well.
Yeah, that shot he's just played actually is what a lot of pros do in exhibitions on the 9-ball. You send it 4 rails into that pocket. He didn't mean to do that, obviously. Good shot, Woodward. Under the gun, queuing off the rail. Heads in the shed at 6 down. Needs one more good one to get on this 9. He's going to rip this in. Cue ball above that left middle and back out into the centre of the table. Two good pots here, and listen to the crowd. It's about to go off.
Well, they showed how they felt about him when he returned to the arena after all the controversy earlier. And giving him a rousing reception again. There's one for Woodward.
This is the difficulty of what I was saying earlier on, where if you've never played this game and you think, oh, it's easy because the pockets are a bit more generous. Well, you're wrong. How do you get on the purple 5? You've got to play a genius positional shot here. That's why he's missed it by a mile. He's clearly going through it, isn't he? Everything that's happened in this match. In the opening 7 racks, we've had everything.
What's he been left with here, Carl?
Well, he's not going to go for the pot. He's going to play safe. He might fluke it. Oh, he's fluked a hook. Everything is going Krause's way in this match. It was a poor attempt at a safety, and look at that. He's hooked him behind the 9.
No wonder he's smiling, yeah. And those pool gods you like to talk about, smiling on him today.
Beautiful kick and stick to lock him up in jail behind the Bumblebee 9.
Extension called.
It's a shot that always looks really nice when the pros pull that one off. The kick and stick. He's got the jump cue here. He's jumping over the 8. 2 rails. Trying to kick and stick with the jump cue. He was close. He's going to leave a shot for Woodward. Is this the time where Woodward starts to claw his way back?
Seen so much already. Oh, well. He's had a little bit of a result there, even having a chance at potting the 7. Did not intend to collide with it. Nicely played though with the moose head, so she'll get it done from here and make it 2 in a row. Just look how hard he's had to battle even to get these 2 racks back. Just underlines what a huge task he was facing. It's 6-0 down, but it's a task he's at least setting about here. The revival has begun.
Foul stroke.
Yeah, it wasn't a great break. He lost a cue ball, come off that side rail, and I think he went straight into the pocket. Yeah, they hurt. They do your head in fact.
And play study shot clock.
That sinking feeling once more for Woodward. It's we always say when a player is trying to get to a landmark moment, which obviously getting to the final would be for Krause. It's getting over the line that's a huge part of the challenge. You can play really well, but those last couple of racks can really test the nerve and show us what you're made of. So, of course, the bigger the lead you can have once you get up around 9 or 10, the less pressure there is and the easier it becomes to shake off those mental challenges. And that's what Krause is doing at the moment. So Woodward from 6-0 down, won 2 in a row, but handed the initiative straight back to Krause. And with ball in hand, the Dane has opened a big, big gap again. He's only 4 away from his first major final. Krause leads. World Championship last 16. This time he knocked out FSR at that last 64 stage. Followed it with victory over Billy Thorpe. And of course, having had that great run in Jeddah, the question was, could he build on it? And he's built on it very, very quickly. He won a smaller ranking event in Romania a couple of weeks later. And here he is now, 4 racks away from playing in a major final.
I think the idea was to hook Skyler Woodward. Cue ball finished near the rail, so he went for the pot. What a pot as well. You can still just flick the rail as well. Oh, he's overdone it. He's overspun it. Woodward. This is on. A little thin cut to steal the rack at the very end. Still very much game on this. Don't be sat there with your cup of tea thinking this match is over. It is not. Krause still needs 4 more racks. It's a race to 11 now. And if I was the coach of Skyler Woodward, after he pots this 9, I'd be over in his ear saying, Keep it tight. Don't give it to Mickey Krause. Make him work for it.
And Skyler Woodward.
And all too often in this match, she hasn't really made Krause have to work too hard for it. So we got to a similar stage, really, in the previous rack. And it all started to go a bit wrong. Left himself a tough 8-ball, missed it, and consequently missed the chance for an 8-2 lead. This time, it's broken down even earlier, and it's another great opportunity for Woodward to steal. Feels like the match is starting to turn, Carl.
There's a lot on the stake for Mickey Krause. I know we keep harping on about it, but it is our job. And that's all Woodward's got to think. Keep the heat on. 7-4 now with the break.
Mickey Krause, he really should have been leading 9-2 by now. And
myself, even, we get on great with Skyler. That was a push, and I tell you what, he's going to get this one back. Krause will be having none of this. There you go.
Skyler, please play again.
I'm surprised he got out the chair there.
I think that was the quickest push-out decision ever.
Yeah, it went drastically wrong, that one.
Again, Carl, for anyone who might be watching Nineball for the first time, if you could just briefly outline from a player's point of view what the push-out is all about.
Yeah, the next shot after the break, whoever shot it is, you're allowed to play a push-out. And that means you roll the cue ball, hit a load of balls, but wherever they finish, you can play the shot or hand it back. Well, I tell you what, Krause come out the chair and he looked just to see if he was hooked. He didn't see if the combo was on, and it was on. Yeah, Michael, he didn't even look. Didn't look. He just looked to see if he was snookered, and he was.
You've got to be forensic, haven't you? Imagine someone like Albin Ocean in that situation. He would check out every single possibility before making the call on it.
And if he can go on and clear the rack here, biggest moment. I mean, we've got a lot of big moments, don't get me wrong, but that just shows you check everything. He missed a trick there. I'm sure, you know, Mickey would have played the shot if he'd have spotted the combo. Needs a little angle. I think he's got it. I think that's good. He can just stun over to the right a little bit to make the 6-ball easier. Just a few balls away, Michael. And was he 6-0 down at one point?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, Skyler Woodward with a twitch. Where's he going to finish? It's not finished too bad. Things are happening here.
Oh, he's well off target, and not for the first time with that sort of shot. We could speculate, of course, just thinking out loud here, that Woodward actually knew that shot was on with the push-out scenario and did that little shrug of disappointment almost to throw Krause off. Would that be a thing players would do?
It can be a thing players do as Krause goes airborne and nails it. But the fact that Woodward whacked a few balls around the table, he could never account for the combo lining up. But sometimes you would roll the cue ball in a certain spot and like throw your arms up as if you've played a bad one.
But even after the shot, maybe he could have noticed that the balls had come to rest in that position, spotted it. Anyway,
yeah, no,
just a thought.
It's a fair point. This is tough. He's missed one like this earlier on. Yep, they're not easy, them. They are not easy shots. Ooh, well, let's not forget Skyler missed the 5-ball. So they've missed a ball each in this rack. He's got to play a good safety.
It's starting to feel like a huge rack, isn't it? After the way it's played out and the difference between winning it and losing it for both players.
You know, at the top of the show, Michael, obviously we stand right in front of that table, and often I just look at the table and I look at the pockets, I think, crikey, they look scary. And it doesn't half make for much more drama now in the game of Nineball. It's a fast-paced game anyway, even safety shots, 3 or 4 safeties in, and someone's got an opportunity. So you've still got all the flair and the shots. But what is happening now on tour is certain pots have just become that little bit more difficult. So there's a bit of uncertainty in the players. There's more drama to watch. He's trying to lock the cue ball behind the 7 or the 8. Woodward's going to go airborne here, try and nail the 6 down the rail. Absolutely sweet as a nut, straight down the rail, heart of the pocket.
And there's still work to be done here, but to pot that and even give himself a chance on the 7 is absolutely wonderful.
Look at this, he even draws the cue ball back.
You think his mindset has improved a bit since earlier?
One good shot here. A couple of ways of playing this. One rail, stun it back over. Bit of right. Spin it 2-3 rails. Plays the 1 rail. Oh, this will be okay. This little bounce off the rail will help. There you go. That is plumb. Now, if there's one little thing in Woodward's game that is lacking now and again, he just cues one pretty bad and misses a ball. He's got to stay still. I'll tell you what, he is fighting hard. This is for 7-5.
Skyler
Woodward didn't win any of the first 6 racks. He's won 5 of the 6 they've played since then.
A red 3 in that pocket. If he does, he's half a chance of landing on the pink 4. He's half a chance of landing on the pink 4. Is it going to slow down? Is Skyler Woodward on this pink 4? We don't know yet, but we're about to find out. No, he isn't on the pink 4. You can see a piece of it. He's had to play safe. Cue ball needs to slow down.
Having had the massive lead and now finding himself back in a close contest, Carl, what do you think Mickey Krause's frame of mind is right now?
Just keep going, don't you? You just keep battling. You're still 7-5 up. You know, keep playing good safeties, which he has done. I know Skyler's on the comeback because he was 6 up, but you know, if he wins this rack, he's still 8-5 up. It's a healthy lead in a race to 11. You'd certainly rather be 8-5 up than down. It's all between the ears, isn't it?
Yeah, and I guess this is why you try to build a big lead, so you'll have something to fall back on when the backlash comes from your opponent. Now, needs this to fall nicely for him. After half a dozen racks. Now, just picking off one here and there will be enough to get him over the line. Woodward has to go on a great run. The Americans' momentum has, for now at least, been brought to an end. 3 in a row for Woodward. But Krause has got back on track with that. He needs 3 more.
Just with the score line. But if Woodward keeps breaking like that, he needs the 6 ball to get out of the way, which it has done. This is key. If you pot the 1 ball in that side pocket, you've simply got more chance of a break and run. You've got more chance of landing on the lowest ball, haven't you? If you don't, you're going to struggle to find another ball going in the pocket. It seems to be that way, and there seems to be more clusters. Now, Woodward has missed a few balls. He's thrown a few in. He's actually missed a similar type of shot into this pocket. He may just kill the cue ball here and then try and shoot the pink 4 into one of the top corners. Could also play for the combo on the green 6. Oh, he's played for in the corner and he's plumb. You could not put that better with ball in hand. That's the big shot of this rack. If you look at the table now, Michael, they're all there, aren't they? Just connect the dots. How much is your life easier when you have got a better cue ball? Your next pot is just stress-free. His nickname, forget the Kentucky Kid. It'll be the comeback kid. He's going to do it, you know. He's going to just be one behind Michael. He has showed a lot of heart.
And what he's showed us here is his first break and run of the match.
Skyler Woodward.
And that is the wonderful effort which gets him back to only one behind.
Oh, real classy pot there. It really was. Super thin. Right in the middle of the bag. He's going to need a real good one here. This is actually easier, but it'll feel harder. Didn't go in clean, did it, Michael?
Did you detect quite a bit of movement there?
Maybe a slight deceleration. Yeah, I mean, listen, it weren't far away, but the most important thing is the positioning for the 4. I don't actually know where he was playing for this pink 4.
The extension, please.
Oh, look at this. He's come round to have a nosy, to shoot it into the corner pocket where Woodward's sitting. These were always horrible. No, he's not. Is he going for the middle? Is he playing safe? Oh, wow. Watch out, Cuba.
No, it's going to pull up just in
Foul
time.
stroke.
Oh!
Well, that was with you, Michael. I thought he was going to stop.
Did the old Tiger Woods stopping on the lip and then toppling over.
I'll tell you what a combo he played, though. You know, he lost the cue ball. Bit of a rush of bloodshot. The 8 wasn't over the pocket, it was near the pocket, the distance as well. Anyway, forget about that. Who cares? 5 balls, ball in hand. To tie it up. It is crucial for most players, but it's even more crucial for Woodward to get straight on the 9 because he is prone to missing the odd 9. He did it against Ghost, he left one over the pocket. He's done it in this match. What angle's he got on the 7? He feels like he's had a flyer. Yeah, okay. If this is straight. Oh, it's weird. I don't know if he can get dead straight on the 9 unless he really draws it back. It's good, you know. It is good. And just at the right time in this match, near the very end, he seems to be cueing his best.
Skyler Woodward was 6-0 down, and much to the approval of his buddies in the front row. Since then, it's been 8 out of 10 racks. Yeah, there the sort of shots that test your cueing under pressure. We've seen Krause miss quite a few of that nature of shot. Now, it's affected Woodward as well.
The previous 2 shots we've just seen miss, Michael, are unmissable on club tables and the older style tables we used to play on some of the Mosconi Cups and World Cups of pools. And I mean, they're unmissable. Oh, he's come with a big bank. What a shot. Even Billy Thorpe, Billy the Banker is his nickname. He will appreciate that one from Krause. Here's another look.
And look also at his cue ball. What an opportunity.
And I'll tell you what, this will just settle him back down. The fact that, you know, we're tied at 8-8 and he can just nick this rack to go back in front will make him feel wonderful. And he's going to do it.
Yeah, so much momentum for Woodward in a scoreboard sense once he got it back to 8-all.
Mickey Krause.
But any sense of inevitability is being rejected by Mickey Krause. Wonderful bank shot, great cue ball off it.
Just because of where the 9-ball is, you're going to stun the 8-ball in a couple of balls' time and you're going to get yourself on the hill. I like to talk a lot about a player's cue ball positioning because it makes each shot a lot easier. And when Krause missed that 3-ball, Michael, and he left it over the pocket at 8-8, it was a really poor positional shot from Woodward what led to the missed pot.
What an impressive rack he's put together here. Just seems to have got that little bit of spring back in his step. More and more as this has gone on. And this is to get to the hill. First break and run for him since rack 5. Mickey Krause may yet survive this massive test. He's been put under by Skyler Woodward. He'll be walking so tall heading into the final, having survived all of that. But it won't be back-to-back break and runs. So what has Woodward got now as he comes to the table for potentially one last chance?
Yeah, them long ones in these pockets. Where does the 2-ball hit? Oh, yeah. It was way too wide. It's going to be a safety, though. So good at this type of shot is Woodward. Look at this. What an exchange that was.
You talk about crowd sizes at events, and this European Open has been so well supported in Fulda for the last 3 years. But more than that, they're so knowledgeable.
Hit the 2-ball. That's it. That's all he's got to do. Just don't give up ball in hand. Yeah, good hit. Where does the cue ball finish? He'll take it. Good contact to 2-rail up, tap at the table. There's the respect. You now can see the difference. If you hit the ball out of a hook, you can see what may happen. You just leave your opponent some work to do.
Please.
If he missed it, Skyler would have ball in hand. Now the 3 and the 8-ball is a possible combination. Can he pot the 2 and get on that? Smart play. Don't try and power the ball in.
gutsy in the circumstances, and what a chance he's got now.
One's potting the ball, so if he draws it back, I think the cue ball wants to stay near the rail. Let's see anyway. Yeah, he's okay. And there's that little area on a pool table where, when it's near the middle pocket, obviously there's no rail there, is there? So you've actually got more cue. You see it? Where his cue is?
Skyler Woodward.
Another 9 powered in, and Skyler Woodward will break in the next rack with an opportunity to set up his 3rd straight hill finish at this European Open.
A sort of roll style shot. You don't want to be pumping this ball. If it catches the top jaw or the rail, it'll stay over the pocket. Stayed over the pocket. He didn't hit it clean. He hit it into the rail. Wasn't easy, Michael.
And exactly what Mickey Krause would have been sitting there hoping would happen has happened. This is his moment. This is his chance to reach a major final.
6 balls away. Getting on the purple 5 is easy. I'm just trying to look where it may go wrong for the Woodward fans out there watching. I can only really see from the 6 to the 7, and it's all about this shot here. It's all about the angle he leaves on this green 6. What's he got? Okay, he has a little bit of an angle. He can't really stun it out. Well, maybe he can. Maybe he can stun it just below the 8. Pulling it back for the side is a bit risky. Woodward shakes his head, but that was not an easy 3-ball, buddy. Well, what a shot that is. Powered it in. How long has Mickey Krause been waiting for an opportunity like this? He was 6-0 up. It's now 10-9 in a race to 11. And he's at the table.
You think of famous Danes, great Danes as it were. Hans Christian Andersen comes to mind, writer of all the famous fairy tales. One of the great sporting fairy tales belonged to Denmark itself in 1992 when their footballers won the European Championship. And it would be a bit of a fairy tale in itself if the guy who started the year, ranked 68th in the world, was to win a major title tonight. And if Mickey Krause pots this 9, he'll have that chance. Mickey Krause led Skyler Woodward 6-0. The American was all at sea, fighting mental battles with himself. But then he took the battle to Mickey Krause, got it all the way back to 8-all. But from there, Krause has won 3 of the next 4 racks. It's a big, big finish. And remarkably, he has come through to continue this wonderful summer he's having.